to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Agut. I am the CEO, co-founder of a company called HandCash that we founded in Spain back in early 2018. So we lived all kinds of hype cycles and ups and downs on the market and troubles, and we have been in this industry for quite a bit, considering how old this industry is. And I want to talk to you more about our company, but in a high level way. I want to give you a high level overview of what we do. I don't want to get into very technical details. I just want to tell you about, you know, what are we trying to solve and why do we think it's so important to solve it right now. So Handcash is an all-in-one platform to build and grow virtual economies. And you might think, what is a virtual economy? So a virtual economy is any kind of online community where you have users that are trading goods with each other, or dealing with virtual currencies with each other to create those kind of powerful economies inside digital worlds. And basically what we provide is them the tools to run with the payments and the digital goods all in one place. How do you pull off a virtual economy? So there are a few ways of doing a virtual currency. Mainly, there are two ways. But what we know is that what you cannot do is just try to run them with your typical user-based company kind of payment systems. Because what you need for this kind of virtual economies, yeah, and it's very important, is that you want horizontal payments that scale very well, that can enable you to have this huge velocity of money going around to one user, to another user, to many users at the same time, to have rewards, bets, and all kinds of new kinds of interactions inside your apps. So the first way to actually create this, and it was the first model that was implemented and got a little bit popular, was with a credit system. We, I'm guessing that all of you have at some point used a credit system in any app or video games. It's like normally you get your credit card and you buy a lot of these made up points that you have that you can only use in that platform. And there's very little that you can do normally with them. Normally it's for highlighting comments and things like that, or getting small digital items inside the game. But the thing is that they're not as powerful as to do something as ambitious as what we call a virtual economy or a metaverse. So Web3 was the next iteration of how to try to solve this problem for virtual economies and how to create a virtual economy inside a virtual world. Uh, but the problem is that, yeah, it sounds very exciting and that it sounds very powerful. But the problem is that to this point, we can say that this model has failed. And why should what I'm saying that it failed? And I'm kind of partially responsible of why this failed. Because we were one of the first one, as far as I know, Handcash, we started in 2017, starting building the first prototype or whatever. We were the first company to come up with this connect your wallet scheme right now. And we realized over the years that's actually one of the main reasons why this model has failed. But the cool thing is that we have learned through our existing clients like Haste, Arcade, and many other apps that I will show you later. Where are the issues and what do they need to power their virtual economies? And I think we have figured out how to solve it. So let me explain you a little bit the where the issue is. So to begin with, to use one of these Web3 apps is so complicated because a user has to get into your app and then is being redirected to download the wallet. And that's kind of a tough ask for them. But anyway, so if they get to download the wallet, then you need to ask them to go to an exchange and get not just one, but most of the time 2 or 3 different tokens, and it costs like 50 or 60 bucks to get started. And then you still you have to save your cryptographic keys from the wallet, and then you have to install a browser extension, and then you have to get these words that this wallet told you not to share with anyone. Then you have to trust this browser extension that is fine in there, right? And then you have to go back to the app if you still remember which app you were trying to join in the first place. And but it's just it's a complicated mess that most users just give up. Um, so I the two main if we have to express this in two figures, the main issue is here is like you have a 90% average drop rate, and it's not for handcash, it's just like average standard. When you ask users to download the wallet, 90% of them don't do it, and the ones that do it or connect their wallet or whatever oftentimes don't have the right wallet and token combination, so they have to go back and spend like 25 or $50 more. There's a lot of fragmentation with web3, and there is no easy way to just power a virtual economy with this technology right now. um, Another after everything that happened the last few years, this is a research that found that only 8% of Americans find crypto, in a positive light. And we think it's crucial that we solve this right away, because there's a lot of companies that really think that this crypto technology and blockchain is so powerful, and they can do things that are so innovative and new business models, and they can solve so many problems in the world. And it's just a shame that because the onboarding process is such a mess, that they cannot spend money on acquiring new users. This is a huge issue. If we have a lot of companies and we have a whole sector where entrepreneurs cannot confidently spend money on user acquisition, that sector is condemned to death. So what we propose is the new system, and we have most of these things already in production. What we propose is that why don't we just give app developers the tools, so they already have the wallet, the exchange, and all of that in one package, and they don't have to redirect users to all the shady exchanges or to get a wallet or whatever. So during the onboarding flow, they can create wallets for their users, and this is huge for them because we are seeing like 9 times improvement in user activation, and this is very powerful. I mean, if you think about it, it's like for every 10 users that try to use your app, 9 give up. Right now, with this new scheme, only 1 would give up, because it's just your normal onboarding flow. And I think this is very powerful, because this enables companies to actually spend money on user acquisition with confidence. And also, another thing that we are going to be providing very soon, this is just a quick preview, is we are going to be providing companies with these fiat ramps, so users can can top up their wallets and can cash out or buy gift cards or whatever right from your app. And why do you want to do it? Because you don't want users to feel confused of going to a third-party service they've never heard about. So we just provide you with this very beautiful, very easy to use widgets, so people can top up and cash out right from your app with your custom branding. So another thing that we found in the last few years is that nobody asked for money to be reinvented. And to this date, still we have some users that they see the 0.1256 whatever BSV, and they think that's a serial number to this point. And even people who go to conferences and have had the app for so long, and they still think like, oh, but what are you taking money away from me and HandCash? Like, I had $200, what is now $50? And it's things that you don't have to explain, you just have to fix. So we are going all in with stablecoins, and we think that pairing stablecoins with a great onboarding process that solves user acquisition, I think it's the killer way to actually bring people into Web3. So now it's demo time. If you already had downloaded HandCash and scanned the QR code, I'm going to be sending live money. So let me see how many people have already done this. So only 15 of you anyway. So I'm going to pay each one of you $1 right now. I just click the button and it's already there. So I can pay with one single payment. Our infrastructure allows to pay not just one person, not 3 people, but up to 1,000 people at the same time. And this is great because you can have very innovative reward system like Haste does with what they're going to be telling you later on. You can pay up to 1,000 people at the same time, and that's great. And I'm gonna pay another random person $10. Okay, so Manit, who I don't know who. Oh yeah, you just received $10, buddy. And it's instant. You can check that if you receive the money, you receive the money, right? So that's how money is supposed to be. And this is one of those things that there. I know that there's a lot of headwind with blockchain technology, with cryptocurrency, with adoption or whatever. But the technology is so good that we just have to figure out what is the best way to put this technology in people's hands instead of just trying to put our ego in the way and difficult that adoption. So we have right now over 30 apps that are powering their virtual economies with our technology, and all of them are so innovative and things like you've never seen before in other, because we are providing new use cases, like you have seen already DXS, or also you have over there Haste Arcade, which they are going to be talking next, and Duradox, powered by also the NFT platform that we use with Asset Layer, which is awesome. And we really think that this is just the beginning. And we're already powering 30 apps and moving millions of dollars every month. It's so cool to see it happening. It's so cool thinking of this at scale, like 100x or 1,000x in terms of scale of people using it. This is going to be crazy. And over the last few years, despite all the headwind and despite everything, we have seen strong year-to-year growth. And last year we moved like 4 times the money that we moved in total in 2021, and our average daily transaction count is doubled. So even despite all the bear market and all the things going on, people just use it because not for speculation, but because there's really real utility with what we provide. And our business model is very easy. We have a SaaS model with some price tiering and some subscription tires. With a free trial, but our main income source is just fees from the top-up systems and buying gift cards and all of that from users. And if we can bring way more users right now to this infrastructure, and we are mainly making money on users putting money in the platform and cashing out, I think that's a great formula. Our goals for 2023 are finally implementing this stablecoin, hopefully this next quarter, and also offering the fiat ramp system for our existing clients in the next quarter. And we want to, with all of this, what we are planning is that we need strong growth to justify Series A down the road, because we really need to make some investment in terms of licenses and all of that. It's quite expensive, and we need to grow the team. Right now, we have a lot of demand, and we have a small team. So, if you're you really believe in what we are doing, and you're interested in investing in HandCash, come later, talk to me. And well, thank you. And this is my email address if you want to send me anything or you have any questions.
Woo. Thank you, Alex. So we got time for probably one question right now. Anyone have any questions for Alex of HandCash?
Thanks for the presentation. Vernon with the Marathon Fund out of DC.
Hello.
I may have missed the beginning. In terms of users that you currently have on the platform, what does that number look like?
It's around 125,000 or so. Yeah, it's hard to onboard them because we have been using this pattern of asking users to download the wallet and all that crap. But for the last few months, we have been implementing with companies like Haze this new system where we are providing wallets right away. And we are in the process of actually making that service live for, we call it wallet as a service, and we are about to make that available for all companies publicly.
And how did you onboard them? Was it Twitter, Discord? What platform did you use for your customer acquisition strategy?
Right now we do it through Twitter. It's very effective for us. There's a lot of crypto creators over there, and also in all these conferences and all of that. I don't know, people just find us, and it's like I keep receiving emails of companies that really want to implement this, and they seen a presentation here or there, or they saw a video online. There are people really like what we do, and there are a lot of users sharing their experiences, like making money on apps, games, Instagram like apps, and I think it's word of mouth for now. We didn't spend any money on growth because we knew that we didn't have a product that can actually solve all these issues yet. But I think starting this year, we are going to be very confident on spending money on growth.
Cool. Thank you, Vernon. I think we have time actually for one more question. That was nice and succinct. Any more questions for Alex before we hear from Joe of Haste? Any hands? Okay, Jody back there in the green blazer.
So cool. I really appreciate this. I just want to know, so you obviously provide the wallet infrastructure, the 20 apps that were built using that. Do you also provide expertise in building out those apps, and especially related to gaming, or they just plugged you into their system?
Okay, so this is something that I didn't mention, but the way we designed all the APIs is that you don't need to know anything about blockchain. In fact, we even have half of our team doesn't know shit about Bitcoin, to be honestly. No, it's true. I mean, we have some core developers that, we have them on building their cloud infrastructure, but we want total abstraction, even for our team, because they shouldn't have to care about, what is an address or what is a confirmation time or this and that, or even MAPI or things like this that that's more of a technical way. So to answer the question easily is that there is nothing new to learn. It's in plain English. It's like the commands are like create wallet, make payment, things like that. So it's just a matter of setting, $5 USD to this guy. Boom, sent. And it's instantly, we take care of all the complexity. If a payment fails or something like that, we take care of that on the background.
Well, thank you, Alex. Let's give Alex a big show of applause right here.
Thank you.